morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. Today is 19th of July 2021, and it's very hot. It is very hot. It is 30 degrees. Wow. I think today will be the hottest day in the UK. Today will be the hottest day in the UK. And a lot of people have gone wild. They are happy because normally in the UK you only have probably 2 weeks to a month of summer, and it's not as hot as this. But the weather is just so hot that I just feel like taking off my shirt too. So once again, you're welcome to any TV. This is your global television, because we tell you news around the world. Remember our name, any TV, means Ephraim Naruna Imafido Indisoge TV. Like I said before, we are global and social commentators. So for those of you who are planning to come to Europe, I will advise you to please do, because Nigeria is getting real tough every day. The killings are going on and on and on and on. It just be reported that about 14 people were killed in Katsina State. Also heard that in Delta State too, they have been fighting in Ughere area. I don't really know what happened. I think a chief sold lands to the Fulani or all the, I don't really know what happened, but they have been fighting there, making that region unbearable. But you know what? I think for those of you who are planning to come to Europe, you better do it fast. I repeat, you better do it fast. You know why? I'm a patriotic Nigerian, because the problem that is going to happen in that country the next, from now till 5 years, is so great. I'm seeing a civil war. The British are not even helping matters at all. I will expect them to call all the parties involved, even though the federal government is not dialoguing. Call the parties involved to dialogue. There is nothing wrong asking people to air their views, say what's on their mind, and that is the first step to solving our differences. It's only a blind man that will say north, east, south, and west, we are all the same. We're not. We don't speak the same language. We don't have the same belief. We don't have the same culture. We don't have the same way of life. So logically, we will not think alike. Just imagine, governors from the north came together and put Sharia some 4 or 5 years back. The people were happy because most of them are Muslim. But that cannot happen in the east or west. In the east, don't even mention it. In the west, a lot of people are Muslim, but they are not the kind of Muslim that you find in the north, those extremists. I remember what happened when I was serving in Jos. You know, I went to, I would say, bar. I had beer on my hand, so I didn't want to sit down and drink the beer. So I took it and I was drinking it while I was going home. A lot of people accuse me, why do you have to drink this? Don't you know this is sin? And me, I believe if I didn't drink that beer at that point in time when I was so thirsty, that for me would be a sin. You know, so these are different opinions for different people. That is the more reason why I personally was agitating that we should have a kind of restructuring. Try as much as possible to have regional. Let the North have their own president, cabinet too. Let them form their own cabinet, fine. Then let the middle belts too, because those people are also a little bit different from the Northerners. Their own region too. The same thing with East, the same thing with West. This is what I see that will help that country. So all for example, in the East, we have about 5 states. Those 5 states will have, each state will have its House of Assembly. Then the 5 states together will have a kind of a cabinet where you have the regional president and vice, the ministers, and probably House of Assembly. The same thing with probably we from the South, which is like, I think South is like 4 states: Edo, Delta, Rivers, Cross River, and Ebonyi. Those regions should also have their own too. The same thing with the West. The headquarter of the West could be Ibadan to decentralize Lagos. Enugu could be the headquarter for East. Benue, Middle Belt, maybe Bauchi for North. You know, that way, whatever you get from each region, you spend it there. Then all we have to have, you don't have to have a full cabinet in the federal level. Just have the president, which will be rotational. Then you have 4 or 5 ministers: interior, internal, external, and probably finance. You know, then whatever the region make, they'll send 30% to the federal, and that's what the federal will use. That way, no region will feel it's cheated. That is how I see it, man. No region will feel he's cheated. But I don't know. I see a situation where there's going to be a problem. Because right now, the Igbos have come out, are divided. Some are for the Biafras, and some are saying, no, we want to try as much as possible to salvage the country. The same thing with the East, the same thing with the West, the same thing with South. So I see a situation where it's going to explode, and it's going to explode on our faces. So the future is not clear, man. It's like a mirage. It dazzles. Sometimes you think this agitation is going to be solved. Sometimes it's not. You know? But anyway, my own opinion, I've always said it, since it's difficult to have this regional that I've specified, then let every state go their own. Let every region go their own. Since we don't want to have a federation, a regional federation, then let every region go to their own. Because there's no way the Northerners are even saying politics is a game of numbers, so we will always be the ruling tribe. And that is going to cause a lot of rift, a lot of problem. So, my people, thank you once again for staying tuned to INI TV. Remember, we love you from the bottom of our hearts, and we encourage you. We'll say thank you for being there. We will catch you when we make our next video. So stay blessed and stay safe. Bye bye. Ciao.